The Legacy Sports Network presents Houston Area High School Basketball. Brought to you by Texan Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram GMC Buick. We hear you. Also brought to you by Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest. United Community Credit Union. Be united. Quick Assist. We sell your tickets fast and at the best price. Mr. Electric. We've got the power to make things better. And by the Alanis Real Estate Group. We are real estate. Now, let's go to the basketball gym.
Welcome to the pregame show for the boys basketball on the Legacy Sports Network tonight. Tonight is the game for first place in the district. We're coming to you live from North Shore High School Gymnasium in Houston, Texas for the District 23 6A Region 3 clash between the North Shore Mustangs and the Atascocita Eagles. My name is Jeff Kemps, joined by my color analyst partner, Paul Sanchez. Paul, this should be a phenomenal game here tonight here at the North Shore Gym.
Well, this is the marquee game of the week in the Houston area, no doubt about it. Two heavyweights in the District 23 that are legitimate title contenders. Either has the ability to be holding up a state title in San Antonio in about a month or so from now. Perennial powerhouse Atascocita comes in tonight in a young and feisty, hungry North Shore squad looking to get some revenge, who's playing some of their best ball in the season. It's getting loud in here, and as it should be. The crowd is filling up. It's going to be a good one tonight here, Jeff.
8 minutes and 16 seconds till tip-off. This place is packed. We are stoked that we're here tonight, that you're joining us here on the Legacy Sports Network for this great matchup against North Shore and the Atascocita Eagles. Paul and I will dive more into this fantastic matchup in a moment. Stay with us. You're listening to Pregame Show here on the Legacy Sports Network.
LLP, located in Houston and Dallas, offers a complete range of tax assurance and consulting services to a diverse portfolio of clients. Their team is dedicated to the highest ethics of our profession with a commitment to excellence. This is accomplished by putting an emphasis on providing superior professional services specifically tailored to meet the needs of our clients. DeRoche Partners aim to provide valuable insight, effective solutions, and maintain long-lasting business relationships. Their high recruiting standards and culture of excellence is uncommon and unrivaled. They want to wish all the student athletes good luck. Visit DeRoche Partners on the web at dpllp.cpa.
Well, welcome back here to the Legacy Sports Network. Paul, let's dive into these teams here tonight. The Atascocita Eagles 21-6, 9-0 in district play. They're in first place. They've won 9 games in a row coming into tonight. North Shore Mustangs 24-5, 8-1 in district play. They're in second place in the District 23 standings. Their only loss in district play was to this team, Atascocita, 3.5 weeks ago. Atascocita beat North Shore 69-58. But the difference tonight than 3.5 weeks ago, Paul, Christian Gibson is now on the team for North Shore.
Yeah, let's talk about that game that happened 3.5 weeks ago. Atascocita from tip really controlled the game, and it felt like the whole game North Shore was trying to claw their thumbs back, and they did in the second half. They tied it twice in the third quarter, but there was just too much Atascocita was presenting to them. And really that huge first half from Carson Countryman, he was controlling the boards. He had put up a lot on second chance opportunities. But DeMarcus Sloan on the North Shore side, he answered every call. He had his season-high 29, hitting a season-high 6 threes in that game as well. He hit was half of their team's points, 29 of their 58. But then it was too many opportunities on the second chance and good looks at the rim for Atascocita. And the Mustangs were trying to get in it back to the whole game, but just ran out of gas at the end. So that game really came down to just production off the bench, and then they didn't get enough from the starters for North Shore. And just as such a well-balanced team in Atascocita, you just have to be able to combat that in the game tonight. But like you mentioned, the addition of Gibson tonight brings a whole new dimension to this game. When you talk about the number 67 recruit in the nation, considered top 10 in the state, Christian Gibson, committed to UCF, 6'7" combo guard, really good. We've seen what he was able to do in the past 3 games, averaging over 18 a game. But these two teams, they've solidified themselves at the top 2, a part of District 23. Then they have really good resumes. You look at Atascocita, their losses are almost as impressive as their wins. They've lost the first game of the season against Seven Lakes. That was a 1-point loss. Seven Lakes is undefeated and considered top team in 6A right now. They lost to Brennan, who even without Kingston Flemings is still up there. Then they lost to Centennial from California, Basha, Arizona, Gilliam Prep, Alexander from Georgia. Top teams in those states, but their key wins this season have been really good. Red Oak, Marshall, Oak Ridge from Florida, Rangeview from Colorado. That's where I'm not familiar with, and that's a good team that they can beat right there. So they're really battle-tested, and they come in tonight ready to go. But then on the other side, you got North Shore, man. North Shore is looking for that statement win. They're 17-1 over the last 18, and they've scored over 60 in each of those games besides the game against Atascocita, where they were held to only 58. So tonight, they're looking for that statement win. They have good wins against College Park and against Hightower, but this is a win that you can get confidence on your side to let your team know that we can compete for a state title, and this is the game that I got to get tonight.
North Shore Mustangs coming in tonight, averaging 68 points a game. The Atascocita Eagles, 70 points a game. We have a crowd right now of probably 500 plus people here, and it is still people walking into the building with 4 minutes and 26 seconds until opening tip-off here. We come back, Paul and I will chat a little bit more and ask him what players he's looking forward to watching here tonight in this amazing matchup that we get to witness here on a Wednesday night on February 4th here in Houston, Texas on the Legacy Sports Network.
If you're tired of sorting through online directories and classified ads to find your perfect home, look no further than Elio Alanis and his team with the Alanis Real Estate Group. Elio is a local real estate agent in Houston and also a CE King alum, and he just wants to help you find the perfect home for your family. Ditch the stress of going to viewing after viewing only to be let down. Connect with Elio Alanis and the Alanis Real Estate Group. Go to wearehtx.com to learn more. The Alanis Real Estate Group, we are real estate.
All right, welcome back here to the North Shore Gymnasium in Houston, Texas, on the northeast part of Houston for this amazing first place game here tonight in the District 23 with the Atascocita Eagles coming into tonight 21-6 against the North Shore Mustangs 24-5. Paul, let's talk about the players you're looking into tonight. I just want to throw one name out there, too, before you share with us. I was pretty impressed with the gentleman on Saturday against Channelview, our good buddy Dylan Colbert, who had hands all over the place, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do in this game here tonight against Atascocita.
Yeah, we'll get to the North Shore side, but we'll start off with Atascocita, and it's kind of hard to know where to start with Atascocita. They have so much depth, but we'll start with the guys that had really good games against North Shore in the first game, and that's number 5, Adam Boyd, senior, 6'3", committed to Louisiana Tech, had 21 points in that game, 5 rebounds. He hit some big-time threes in the first half, and there's really that energy and spark to carry that momentum throughout the whole game. I expect a good game from him. And then you look at the rising sophomore, 6'7", Anthony Key, versatile wing, strong two-way impact, great touch around the rim, and he's become a reliable perimeter shooter as the season continues. He had 20 and 8 in that game. Look for him to have a good game tonight as well. And then Steady Eddie on Atascocita's side. I mean, these numbers are ridiculous right here. From Cameron Ned, senior, 6'3", 54% field goal percentage, 47% from 3, 93% from the free throw line. That is 50-40-90. That's what gets you bonuses in the NBA with the incentives. He's been very consistent for this Atascocita side, averaging almost 13 a game for them. Expect something big out of them tonight, and then you can go on and on about the players on that side. But we'll go on to the North Shore side, and you mentioned Christian Gibson. He's the star on this team. We talked about him. He's the late season addition on this team that can bring them over the hump, averaging over 18 a game. They need to use his gravity tonight and how they can move him off the ball, and when he doesn't have the ball, how can he get to his spots and get open to get the shots that he likes to get. And then DeMarcus Sloan, we talked about him. He had 29 in the first game against Atascocita. I don't think you can bank on the fact that he can get you another 29 performance tonight from him, but he's been consistently getting double digits, and he's obviously a reliable outside shooter, has over 75 threes on the season, so he's going to be one of those lead guards that you count on. And as a junior, he's already started over 45 games, so he's bringing a lot of experience into tonight. But then you mentioned it, Dylan Colbert. He's been one of the most impressive players so far after covering North Shore for the amount of games that we've had. Scored in double figures of the 9 past games as back-to-back 16-point games. He's been so impressive, and it's hard to teach players to be in the right spots at the right time. He just has a knack, and he just has a sense of the game. So he's going to need to have a good game tonight. He had 12 against Atascocita the last time. I expect something around that mark to hit around there for Colbert tonight.
Paul talked about DeMarcus Sloan. He scored 29 points in the last game. He was 5 of 10 from the three-point range, 9 and 9 from the free throw line. But like Paul said, the main guy here tonight that's probably going to make a difference here for the North Shore Mustangs is Christian Gibson. In the 3 games he's been back, he's averaging 20 points, shooting 56% from the field, 57% from the three-point lane, and 78% from the free throw line. He is the big difference here tonight. Stay with us. Opening tip-off is about to begin here at the North Shore Gymnasium against this North Shore Mustangs versus the Atascocita Eagles. Thanks for joining us here on the Legacy Sports Network. We'll be right back right after this.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network. Building a legacy, one game at a time.
Real cheese, real hot, real taste is what we've got. Real fresh, real fast. All those other pizzas are a thing of the past. Mr. Gatti's Pizza in Houston on Uvalde Road offers a wide selection on their daily fast feast, all-you-can-eat pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert buffet. Don't forget about the entertainment center for the kids. Games, games, and games. Open for lunch or dinner. Gotta get Gatti's. Mr. Gatti's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest.
You've got tickets to the game, but something comes up. Maybe the boss sends you on the road, the kids have practice, or you just can't make the drive. That's where Quick Assist steps in. With one tap, your seats hit every major ticket marketplace at once. No more juggling apps, no more wasted time. Quick Assist, it takes the hassle out of resale and puts cash in your pocket. Pro or college sports, it's all covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on the LSN website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere. Life happens. Maybe a work trip, a family event, or you just want to watch the game at home. Don't let the tickets go to waste. With Quick Assist, your seat gets listed for sale on every major marketplace simultaneously. No more juggling apps or stressing over resale. We make it fast and hassle-free, so you save time and put money back in your pocket. From pro to college, Quick Assist has you covered. Download the Quick Assist app by scanning the QR code on our Legacy Sports Network website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere. When life gets in the way, a work trip, family plans, or even bad weather, don't let your tickets go to waste. Quick Assist makes it simple. Your seats are listed on every major marketplace at the same time, saving you the hassle and putting money back in your pocket. Whether it's the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, or NCAA, we've got you covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on our website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
To be a mentor, you don't have to have some special talent. That's why we're having some real-life mentors sing for us. Hit it, guys.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Thanks, that was awful. So remember, to mentor a child, you don't have to be perfect.
Row, row, row your...
Please stop. You just have to call Save the Children toll-free at 1-877-BA-MENTOR.
A message brought to you by Save the Children and the Ad Council.
Hello, this is Dr. Steve Hotze. Do you struggle with joint pain that makes everyday activities a challenge? You may have been told that surgery is your only option. God has given your body an amazing ability to heal itself. At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, we offer regenerative joint therapy designed to help you tap into this ability and live pain-free. Call the Hotze Health and Wellness Center at 281-698-8698
All right, welcome back. The starting lineups here tonight for the Atascocita Eagles: Jakai Cantava, Anthony Key at forward, Adam Boyd, Cameron Netta guard, and center Zayn Solano. For the North Shore Mustangs, DeMarcus Sloan, Dylan Colbert, Rashad Williams, Sean Mayberry, and Christian Gibson. And jumping here will be Sean Mayberry for the North Shore Mustangs and Zayn Solano. Atascocita Eagles will be going from right to left on the radio dial. The North Shore Mustangs left to right. Here we go. We're off here for this great matchup here. And the North Shore Mustangs take the tip. And Rashad Williams with the ball. All over to the left side. Trying to get to Gibson. It is stolen by Atascocita. We're coming down the court. This is Key on the right wing. Throws way over to Boyd. Boyd back out to Ned. Throwing back. We're going to shoot a three from the right wing. Shot good. 3-point basket by Cantava.
Yeah, and that's not a good start. Already points off of turnovers right there. Can't let that happen to start the game.
So here we go, North Shore. We're on the right side. We got Gibson in the right corner pocket. He shoots a three, fade away, no good. So 3-0 here to start the game. Atascocita with the lead. Packed house here at the North Shore Gymnasium. Thanks for joining us here on the Legacy Sports Network. Atascocita going to be inbounding the ball. This is going to be Cameron Ned inbounding the ball. Gets it to Cantava. Brings it across the midcourt. Gives it to Solano. Throwing down low, and it's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to be North Shore ball.
Yeah, and that's the matchup we're going to be looking at tonight. Gibson versus Solano. Solano, senior, committed to Louisiana Lafayette. Really good size and stretches the floor. He's going to be bringing Gibson outside to the perimeter, which is going to allow a lot of wide open gaps and lanes for these guards to get downhill.
Rashawn Williams bringing it across backcourt. Gets it out to Mayberry on the right wing. He's at the three-point marker. Blocked. This is Colbert. Throwing down over to the right corner pocket. Here's a three. Shazam by Rashad Williams. Tie game 3-3. Here comes the Atascocita. They're coming down the court quickly. Going to shoot a short shot in the key. No good. Here comes North Shore. They're coming back down the court. This is Williams. Dribbling with the right hand. He's on the right wing. Being guarded here by Cantava. At the right wing. At the top of the key now. Throws out to Gibson on the right wing at the three-point marker. Trying to drive. He's driving in the lane with a left hand. What a shot and foul!
Yeah, there you go for Gibson. I wanted him to go a little bit more downhill in this game. We've seen what he can do outside the arc and his shots. The first shot of the game really wasn't a good shot. Now he adjusted a little bit and went to his left hand, got to the left side and got an undersized key on his side and got the contact to finish with an and one.
Gibson going to go to the line, a 78% free throw shooter. North Shore with the lead, 5-3. Here's the free throw, swish. 6-3, North Shore with the lead, 6:30 left to play here in the first quarter. We're just starting. We're coming across. This is Cameron Ned with the ball coming across the backcourt, gets across the timeline. Being guarded here by Colbert. Back over to Anthony Key on the left wing, being guarded by Colbert again. North Shore gets their hand in. Nice little deal there by Key, pits it off the glass and good.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate tip right there. Sloan could have had a breakaway steal, but unfortunately for the Mustangs, that ended up in Key's hands and he finishes, tied it up.
Rashad Williams bringing it across the timeline. Throws out to Gibson on the right wing. Gibson driving with the left hand. He stops at the free throw lane. They're going to call him for a push-off.
And that's a tough call. We've seen the last two possessions. He wants to get to that right hand and drive to the left side. A little bit of an extension right there, but that's a pivotal first foul call in the first 3 minutes right here.
North Shore leading 6-5 here in the first quarter. Under 6 minutes left to play. Coming across the timeline is Cantava. Brings it across. He's in between the two circles, dribbling between his legs. Got Gibson guarding him. Trying to figure out what direction to go, trying to get around Gibson. And they're going to call a foul on Gibson, a blocking foul. Wow.
Yeah, and that just can't happen. And, you know, we know about the star player that Gibson is, picking up 2 quick fouls even before the first 3 minutes of this game. Now he's going to be a little bit limited on the offensive end and also obviously on the defensive end. So we'll see how he's going to be trying to get a good rhythm into this game.
So Gibson with 2 quick fouls here in the first quarter. 6-5, North Shore with the lead. Trying to pass the ball in, and they're going to get called for a 5-second violation. Couldn't get the ball in time. So North Shore is going to inbound the ball. Gibson's going to inbound it to Williams. Trying to get to Williams. Williams being guarded in the backcourt. A little bit of pressure. Coming across on the left side. Dribble with the right hand. Still in the backcourt. Dribbling between his legs. Being guarded here by Cameron Ned. Off to Mayberry on the right wing. Back out to Colbert. Colbert driving with the left hand. He's coming down. There's a fadeaway shot and it's blocked. Here we come. They're coming down the court. Atascocita. This is Solana. Pass over to Boyd. Boyd's driving in the lane, trying to figure out where to pass. We're going to shoot a 3 from the top of the key. Swish by Solana.
And that's what Salanoa does. He stretches the floor. He waited at the top of the key while the dribble drive went into the paint. Defense collapsed, kicked it out, and that's knockdown.
8-6, Atascocita with the lead here at 5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. North Shore with the ball. We're giving it out over to Gibson on the right wing. Gibson, nice little move. He's driving with the left hand. Kemp put it up and in, and we get a call for a foul on Atascocita.
Very late call. Atascocita side is very upset by that. It was one of those where you see what happens if it does drop down or if he does miss it. Ref calls it late, and Gibson will be rewarded with 2 free throws.
So Gibson going to go to the line again. He's already made 1 free throw here tonight. 1 of 1. He's 78% free throw shooter. Atascocita with the lead. 8-6 here in the first quarter. Under 5 minutes to play. Here's the first shot. Rolls around and goes down.
Yeah, it's good to see that his aggression hasn't been limited by those fouls that he's committed to already in the first 4.5 right now.
Here's a second free throw up. Swish.
Great stroke.
Tie game, 8-8 here in the first quarter. Gibson with 5 of the 8 points for North Shore already in the first quarter. Atascocita bringing it across, bringing it over the timeline. Kentavit is dribbling, goes around the screen, gives it out to Cameron Ned. Cameron Ned being guarded by Colbert.
Yeah, and they're running a 1-3-1 right here with Colbert at the high top with his high hands. Has been really effective so far. Not a lot of movement inside the paint.
Boyd passing, almost stolen there by Sloan. Gives it out to the right corner. We're going to shoot a three from the right wing. No good. And they're going to get the rebound back. Gets his own rebound. He's going to shoot another three from there as well. Misses that one as well. And Atascocita goes hard into the boards, but the ball is out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's one thing tonight that North Shore has to clean up for that first game. There was a different level of physicality on the offensive glass that Atascocita was presenting them. Mayberry and Walker, whenever they're in the game, they need to be relentlessly crashing the boards right there. Got lucky on that possession.
Tie game, 8-8 here in the first quarter. 4:15 left to play. Williams bringing it across the backcourt. He's in the front court now. At the midcourt, now drives all the way over to the left side. Looking for and they're going to call a foul on Ned. Oh, no, they're going to call that on Williams. Williams with a push. 4:07 left to play. Tie game here. We got some substitutions coming in here for the North Shore Mustangs. Sam Walker coming into the game along with Joshua Richardson, and they're going to give Rashad Williams a breather along with Mayberry. Atascocita with the ball. We now have Roy Stelton into the game for Atascocita. Over to the left side, this is Savoy who's into the game as well for Atascocita. Back over to Shelton on the right wing. He brings it out, being guarded by Colbert. Back over to Savoy. Savoy at the left wing, being guarded by Colbert, trying to get around with a screen. He's going to shoot a three. This is Shelton from a long three. Misses. Gets the rebound back. Pass over to Key. Here, nice little teardrop shot by Boyd. No good, and North Shore with the rebound. This is Gibson. He's going to bring it across, gives it off to Richardson on the right wing. He's at the three-point marker, dribbling between his legs. He's driving. He's going to bring it up with a left hand off the glass too hard. But Sam Walker with the rebound, puts it up and in.
Very nice for Sam Walker, giving them a taste of their own medicine right now. He's second on the team in field goal percentage and everything in and around the rim. He's going to finish right there. Good stuff.
So it's 10-8, North Shore with the lead. Here's a three-pointer miss by... That was Savoy, but we got the rebound. Here comes Shelton driving. It's blocked by Colbert. Gets the rebound back to North Shore. Coming down the court, this is Gibson on the right wing. And there's going to be a pushing, and we're going to call a timeout, it looks like, here as well. Nope, they're going to call a foul. So North Shore is going to have the ball. 10-8, North Shore with the lead here in the first quarter.
And again, fortunate enough for the Mustangs, no body-on-body contact. Been able to get away with a lot of offensive rebounds, but good help side D by Colbert to get that out of there.
Colbert inbounding the ball for North Shore. Gets it to Richardson at the mid-court. He's got it on the left wing. He's being guarded here by Ned. Back over to Colbert. This is Gibson trying to drive. He's in the left corner pocket. Gives it off to Richardson. Over to Sloan for three. No good. Rebound by Boyd for Atascocita. They're coming down the court in transition quickly to Shelton on the left wing. Over to, this is Fernati. He's got it on the left corner pocket. Back to Shelton on the left wing. He's slowing things down, being guarded by Gibson from North Shore. 2:25 left to play. North Shore with the lead, 10-8. Here's a three-pointer by Atascocita. No good. Rebound. This is Fernati. Puts it back up and fouled.
Yeah, and that time it hurts him now. Fernati gets the offensive board and goes up and gets the foul on Walker. But Atascocita, they've had some great looks, just unable to get any of them to go down. Unfortunate for the Mustangs. They still need to put bodies on bodies. We said it was going to be a game where Mayberry and Walker need to grow up as juniors, facing this really tough front court from Atascocita.
Free throw here. First free throw by Fernati is no good. 10-8, North Shore with the lead. We got a substitution coming in here for Atascocita Eagles. This is Carson Countryman coming in for Anthony Key.
And one of the keys right here, you obviously have a really good front court and big size with Countryman and Farinetti as he knocks down the second free throw right there. But Colbert's going to have to get into the boards as well. He's going to have to relentlessly crash and help out his bigs with Walker and Gibson.
Richardson driving. We got stuff happening down low. Walker's on the ground, and there's another foul on the Atascocita Eagles. North Shore with the lead, 10-9, 2:10 left to play. North Shore still with the ball. Colbert's going to inbound the ball. Trying to inbound it. Gets it out to Sloan. Back out to Colbert from the left wing for a three. Short. Fernati with the rebound. Here comes Atascocita. This is Shelton coming across. Over to Fernati. He's at the top of the key. Back to Shelton. Shelton over to the right side. We give it to Boyd. Back out to Fernati. He's going to shoot a three from the left wing. Good.
Impressive minutes so far from Ferranetti coming off the bench. That's found money if you're Atascocita.
12-10 Atascocita with 1:40 left to play here in the first quarter. Richardson on the right side gets it down to Gibson. Gibson gets stolen by Boyd. Here we come. They're coming down the court quickly. Off to the left side. We're going to shoot a three. This is Savoy. No good. Here comes North Shore. They throw down the court. Here's Walker with a wham bam slam. Wow. Walker 12-12 tie game. 1:20 left to play here in the first quarter.
You know, a great play on that end. Great play by Sloan, looking ahead in transition, finding a Walker momentum dunk, but then he goes on the other end and commits a silly foul on that end.
So Walker gets a foul. 1:16 left to play here in the quarter. Tie game 12-12. Thanks for joining us here on the Legacy Sports Network. Great game action here. This place is packed. There's not an empty seat in the house. So Atascocita inbounds the ball out to Fernati. Fernati back to Shelton. Shelton on the right wing. He's at the three-point marker. He's trying to drive on Gibson. He can't figure out. He gets triple team. It's stolen. Here comes Sloan off to the left side. He hesitates, puts it up with the right hand and gets fouled.
Good hesitation by Sloan at the three-point line. Got his defender out of position and then continued to drive. Got contact and he'll go to the line for his first few shots. He was unable to get going like in the first game against Atascocita where he was the early scorer in that game. But now misses his first shot, but then is able to go to the line and find some rhythm right now with 1 minute left.
So he's going to go to the line. 1:04 left to play here in the first quarter. Tie game, 12-12. Sloan going to go to the line to shoot. He's a 75% free throw shooter. Right foot at the line. Left foot back. First free throw up. Swish. Nice shot there by Sloan. Substitution coming in for the Atascocita or the North Shore Mustangs. Gibson coming out, and Jeremiah Thomas is going to replace him, the senior at 6'5". 13-12, North Shore at the lead here. 1:04 left to play. Here's the second free throw by Sloan. Good. So Atascocita going to inbound the ball. 14-12, North Shore at the lead. 1 minute left to play here in the first quarter. Shelton bringing it across, the junior. Coming on the right side, being guarded by Colbert. Colbert running all around the place. Back over to Shelton. Shelton being guarded by Colbert. Looking for we're going to shoot a three by, this is Savoy. No good. North Shore gets the rebound back. This is Richardson. We're with 40 seconds left to play. Down to Sloan. Sloan pass behind his back. Off to Colbert in the left wing. Colbert back out to Richardson. Richardson for three. No, off the back rim, no good.
And that's a good play by Colbert, though. In the first two shots that he's taken, he's hunted his shots. That's not his game. He usually lets the game come to him. That time he had an open look in the corner, but decided to drive, kicked out to Richardson. He was unable to connect on that.
So 32 seconds left to play. Atascocita with the ball. 14-12, North Shore at the lead. Shelton, main point guard here in the first quarter so far. He's bringing it across court. He's a 6-foot junior, being guarded by Colbert. Off to Savoy on the left side. Back to Shelton up the right wing. Colbert running around. He's guarding him still. We're with 16 seconds left to play. They're throwing an alley-oop to Countryman and puts it off the glass and in. Wow, nice adjustment there by Countryman. Here comes North Shore. Tie game, 14-14. Trying to get the last shot in the first quarter. Richardson driving. Thought he got fouled, and they're going to say the ball went out of bounds. It's still going to be North Shore ball with 1 second remaining here in the first quarter. Colbert going to inbound the pass. 1 second remaining on the clock. Here's a shot to Walker. It's blocked up, and it's going to be the end of the first quarter. With the game score tied 14-14 at the North Shore Gymnasium. Join us here for the second quarter action here on the Legacy Sports Network.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric will show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
All right, we're coming out of the timeout. Second quarter action about to begin here. North Shore Mustangs shooting 33% from the field, and the Atascocita Eagles shooting 36%. Leading scorers here for the North Shore Mustangs, Christian Gibson with 5, and for the Atascocita Eagles is Mikilo Fernati with 4. First quarter action, quick high-flying action here at the North Shore Gymnasium. Paul, thoughts here so far about that first quarter?
Yeah, Atascocita was getting great looks. You mentioned 10 threes. They were able to hit 3 of those, and a lot of those were open looks. And 7 missed threes. That's a lot of missed threes in that first quarter. But eventually, it'll start catching up to them, and they'll start hitting those shots. So North Shore is going to have to adjust. They've been in that 1-3-1 where they have Colbert at the top, and then in the middle, they usually have either Gibson or they put Moore in. And at the bottom, they have a big with either Mayberry or Walker, but then on the wings, is on the onus of the guards. If it's Richardson or Sloan, they have to get out to these shooters and also be able to box out on crash.
Atascocita Eagles going to start with the ball in the second quarter. Give it out to Cantava. Cantave. Okay, Cantave. Here we go. Back over to Shelton on the left wing. Back to Cantave at the top of the key. He's wanting to drive on Gibson. Puts it off with the left hand, up and in, but they're going to call for a charge.
Wow.
So that shot did not go in.
Yeah, and they must have thought Mayberry got there in time. That was a great drive by Cantave, the senior guard committed to New Mexico State. Season high 17 against Houston. He's a part of the all-tournament team at the Texas Invitational for them. He's a really good guard and one of the plethora of guards they can put out there tonight. Unable to get that first shot to go down for him, though.
Rashad Williams driving on the left side. He's in the key, trying to pass it out. He's passed out. Gibson's going to pick it up way back at midcourt. Dribbling between his legs. He's being guarded here tightly with a fadeaway, and they're going to call him for traveling.
Yeah, and they're making it tough on him, trying to get to his spots inside the perimeter, but that all goes to the off-ball movement. What are the others doing around Gibson in the offensive sets to make it easier for him to get into the gaps and get to his spots that he wants to get the shots up?
Cantave with the ball. He's dribbling on the right side. Gives it off to Shelton. Shelton slowing things down. Way out there, being guarded by Richardson. Cantave stops, trying to figure out where to go with it. Gives it off to Fernati. Back out to Shelton at the top of the key. Dribbling to the right side, over to the right wing, down the baseline, and it's going to be passed, and it's still going to be a Atascocita Eagle ball.
Yeah, and I've been really impressed so far with the recovery defense on the North Shore side, really getting to their man. If it's not in this 1-3-1, they've adjusted. They've kind of morphed into a 2-3 man look right now, something different for Atascocita to see.
Tie game here, 14-14. We're going to throw it off to the left corner pocket to Atascocita Eagles. This is Fernati. He's got it on the right wing. Gives it out to Shelton. Shelton on the left side. Shelton being guarded here by Williams. Trying to drive on Williams. He's in the key. Gives it out to Cantave. Nice passing. Wow,
That's
and
a great
slams
play.
it down by Fernati.
No, but that's all because Gibson was ball watching. His man cut right in front of him, and then that led to the dribble drive in the paint, kick it out to Fernati for that wide open dunk. That's good offense right there.
Atascocita with the lead, 16-14 over North Shore. Rashad Williams in between the two circles, dribble with the right hand. Off to Sloan on the left side. Over to Mayberry, who's back in the game. He's driving on the baseline, puts it up. He can't make it. Here comes the Atascocita Eagle in transition, coming down the court. Gives it to Countryman. Countryman driving. Runs into a guy, and they're going to call for a charge.
That's a good job by Richardson, though, setting his feet. He had Countryman wanting to get it, dive his shoulder in there, took it. That's the second charge of the quarter right there, and that's a good sign for Coach Woods. He's getting all of his bench players to be bought in, not just on the offensive end, but also on the defensive end as well.
Atascocita Eagles leading 16-14, 6 minutes left to play here in the quarter. North Shore bringing the ball up from left to right. They're wearing all white tonight. Atascocita Eagles wearing blue. This is Rashad Williams off to the right side to Sloan. Over to Gibson on the right side. Gibson being guarded tightly. He's going to shoot a 15-footer short. Walker trying to get it, gets the ball, and it's going to be out of bounds, still a Atascocita ball.
And again, Gibson is just hunting his shots. We know he can be a one-on-one player and get to his spots, but that's not the moment to take that shot right there. You just got a really good stop, run a good offensive set right there, but instead he airballs that one and gives it right back to the Eagles.
So the Atascocita Eagles have the ball. This is Fernati. He's in the lane, puts it up, can't make it. Gibson gets the rebound. Gibson flying down the left side, throws it all the way across court to Sloan for three. No. Walker trying to get the rebound, and it's going to be, they're calling it still North Shore ball.
Yeah, couldn't be a polar opposite start for Sloan to start this game compared to the first one against Atascocita. I mean, he is looking for that shot, and you know when he hits that, it's going to be a big momentum shift for this side.
North Shore trying to get the ball in, gets to Walker at the free throw line. He shoots it off the glass, can't make it. Richardson with the rebound, puts it up off the glass, can't make it either. Here comes Cantave, running on the court quickly, throws it out to the right side. This is Shelton for three. Good. Wow. Nice shot by Shelton.
Eventually, one of them was going to fall down, and that's a big shot, increasing the lead to 5.
Atascocita 19, North Shore 14. 5 minutes left to play in the quarter. Richardson on the left side, dribbling, throws it out to Rashad Williams on the right side. Williams giving the play call to the players. Throws it out to Richardson on the left side. Over to Gibson on the left side. He's at the three-point marker, dribbling, brings it all the way back out to Richardson at midcourt. Richardson driving on the right side, gives it back to Sloan. Sloan in between the two. Here it comes. Oh, Williams with a nice drive off the glass on the left side. Good.
And this is found money if you're Coach Woods and the staff. 5 quick points from a guy you didn't expect to get point production from. Woods, good minutes.
Katavi over to the left side. We're going to shoot a three. Oh, no good. We're coming down the court. We got one guy. And here comes Sloan. He's got opportunity with the left hand off the glass and good.
Yeah, and that's where they're best in transition and looking up ahead. They always go out and run, and they get it connected right there.
19-18, Atascocita with the lead. 4:19 left to play. Katavi with the ball on the right wing, being guarded by Richardson, now guarded by Gibson. He's figuring out what to do. He's at the three-point marker, trying to drive with the left hand. Puts it up and good.
Oh,
nice
man.
move by Katavi.
Yeah, he's a tough finisher. He didn't get that last one to go down on the and one, but tough finish through contact.
Here comes Richardson down the court quickly to Walker. Nice little 5-footer. Good. And we have a timeout here with 3:59 left to play in the second quarter with the Atascocita Eagles taking a timeout, leading 21-20. We'll be right back here on the Legacy Sports Network.
If you're tired of sorting through online directories and classified ads to find your perfect home, look no further than Elio Alanis and his team with the Alanis Real Estate Group. Elio is a local real estate agent in Houston and also a CE King alum, and he just wants to help you find the perfect home for your family. Ditch the stress of going to viewing after viewing only to be let down. Connect with Elio Alanis and the Alanis Real Estate Group. Go to wearehtx.com to learn more. The Alanis Real Estate Group, we are real estate.
Back here at the North Shore Gymnasium Gym, Atascocita Eagles with the lead, 21-20 with 3:59 left to play here in the second quarter. North Shore Mustangs shooting 35% from the field, and the Atascocita Eagles shooting 42%. Leading scorers here for the North Shore Mustangs is Sam Walker with 6 points tonight. Here comes the Atascocita Eagles. This is Shelton on the right side. Throws it off to Boyd. Boyd over to Solana. Back to Shelton. He's going to shoot a three. No good. And we get the rebound by Colbert for North Shore. We're coming down the court. Gibson on the right side. He had an opportunity to throw an alley-oop. Didn't get it. He's going to shoot a nice 18-footer. Can't get it. Rebound there by Colbert. Back out to Sloan for three. No, short.
Oh, and he wanted that one. Looked good off the jump. Unable, front rimmed it.
Katavi for a three from the left corner pocket. No good off the top. 21-20, Atascocita with the lead over North Shore. 3:22 left to play here in the quarter.
And that's now 4 for 13 for Atascocita from beyond the arc. Just a little bit above 30% right now, and they're getting really good looks. There are shots that Coach will take right now, but, man, they're becoming very fortunate for the Mustangs squad on this side that they haven't been able to convert.
Rashad Williams with the ball. Gives it to Sloan. Over to Colbert at the top of the key. Trying to get down to Walker. Gibson's on the right wing at the three-point. Down to Walker.
I like this.
He does a nice turnaround shot. Short. But Colbert gets the rebound. Great job. Gibson for three. Short. And here comes the Atascocita Eagles. This is Boyd coming down the court. Back over to Key. Key back to Katavi. We're going to shoot a three from Solano. No good. And Atascocita Eagles get the rebound. And here comes he gets blocked. Can't make the shot. And this is Ned trying to put it up and gets fouled.
Well, Colbert needs help on each end rebounding. He's been the one on the offensive end that's rebounded the past 2 possessions right there, unable to convert on second chance. And on this end, he was in position. He had to take the foul to make sure it wasn't an easy layup and make him earn it at the line. But nobody else is helping him in the paint. Mayberry and Gibson and Walker are out of the equation right now. So like we said at the beginning of the game, they need to get in there and be a little bit more physical. That's what was the problem in the first matchup, as Ned misses the first free throw right there, but that's something that you got to adjust going into halftime. I know this is something that Coach Woods does not want to see carry on in the second half.
So Cameron Ned misses the first free throw. 2:46 left to play. Atascocita up by 1, 21-20. Here's the second free throw. Can't make that one either. Gibson gets the rebound. Ball bounces off his foot, and it's going to be Atascocita Eagle ball.
Well, the 90% free throw shooter missed 2 to start the game tonight, and we were talking about how he's a 50-40-90 type of guy. Those are crucial misses right there, but fortunate enough, it'll go off the leg of Gibson, and they'll retain the possession right now.
Katavi coming out for Atascocita Eagles. Carter Savoy is coming back in to replace him. Atascocita Eagles have the ball. They're going to inbound the ball underneath the basket. Out to Boyd. Off to the left side in the left corner pocket. This is Solano driving. Here comes. That is Key. Can't make it. And throwing down the court. This is Colbert. He's got it at the three-point marker. He's driving with the left hand. Off the glass. Too hard. No good. Here comes the Atascocita Eagles coming back down. 2:24 left to play. Atascocita Eagles leading 21-20. Boyd with the ball on the left side. He's at the top of the key, being guarded here by Mayberry. Trying to drive on Mayberry. He drives, blocked by Mayberry. But Atascocita Eagles get the ball, and they're going to call a foul on Mayberry.
Yeah, this is a game where you got to finish through contact. You're not going to get the benefit of the calls from the referees, and that was a good drive by Culver. He got down the lane but was unable to finish on that left side. Left it short right there, but he's got to know these are the type of games you got to finish that.
Mayberry down low with the ball. He's going to put it off the glass, can't make it in.
Again.
And rebound by Atascocita. 2 minutes left to play as Atascocita up 21-20. We've been quiet for a little bit here on score. Atascocita throwing the ball around. This is Solano. Over to Key. Key back to Ned. Ned between the two circles. Back to Key. Key on the right side. Driving. Stops. Gives it to Ned. Ned trying to drive. He's coming down into the paint. Off the glass.
Nice
Good.
move. Wow.
23-20. 1:38 left to play in the quarter. Gibson bringing the ball up for North Shore on the right side. Being guarded here by Boyd. Over to Williams at the top of the mid-circle. Stops. Picks up his dribble. Gives it to Gibson on the right side. Gibson being guarded here by Boyd. He's going to shoot a three from the right wing. Can't make it. And Colbert in there again, and it's going to be out of bounds.
Coach Woods upset on the sidelines. That was a broken play, and ended up with just a one-and-done possession by Christian Gibson, taking an outside shot with no ball movement, no ball switches across on the other side of the court right there. He's very upset.
1:12 left to play in the quarter. Atascocita with the lead, 23-20. They've got the ball at the moment, going from right to left on the radial dial. We're going to give it over to Ned. Ned's bringing it all the way back out. This is Boyd. Boyd back to Ned on the right wing. Down low, and it's going to be out of bounds. North Shore ball with 56 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Yeah, good job by Sloan getting on the opposite side of the ball to make sure that that deflection got off of Salanoa.
We're under a minute to play. Atascocita up 23-20. Give the ball to Sloan. Back to Gibson on the right side. Gibson being guarded by Boyd. Over to Sloan for three. Good!
Big time.
Tie game, 23-23. 30 seconds remaining here in the quarter. This is Boyd on the right side being guarded by Colbert. He's driving, puts it off the glass, no good. And they call a foul.
And that's the team culture right there. That's another charge in this second quarter. That's 3 charges taken by these Mustangs. Getting their feet in the paint, setting them up before the defender, before the offense gets to the jump right there. That's a crucial possession right there. The big 3 by Sloan, able to get his first points of the game. Now you have 35 seconds left in this first half and able to get a lead going into halftime.
Williams driving on the right side, gives it off to Mayberry, back to Williams. Williams almost lost the ball, picks it back up, gives it to Mayberry in between the two circles. Mayberry's far away, gives it back to Gibson on the left wing. Gibson trying to figure out where to go. He's driving, he's spinning. He puts it off with the left hand off the glass. Good. Wow, what a nice move by Gibson. Here we come. Oh, they almost stole it. Here they come. Ned down over to the left wing. This is Savoy back to Key. Key driving with the right hand off the glass. Good. And that's going to be the final point, and it is going to be a tie game. 25-25 here at halftime here at the North Shore Gymnasium gym. Paul and I will be right back here for the halftime show on the Legacy Sports Network with the score. North Shore 25, Atascocita 25.
Life happens. Maybe a work trip, a family event, or you just want to watch the game at home. Don't let the tickets go to waste. With Quick Assist, your seat gets listed for sale on every major marketplace simultaneously. No more juggling apps or stressing over resale. We make it fast and hassle-free, so you save time and put money back in your pocket. From pro to college, Quick Assist has you covered. Download the Quick Assist app by scanning the QR code on our Legacy Sports Network website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere. When life gets in the way, a work trip, family plans, or even bad weather, don't let your tickets go to waste. Quick Assist makes it simple. Your seats are listed on every major marketplace at the same time, saving you the hassle and putting money back in your pocket. Whether it's the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, or NCAA, we've got you covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on our website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
All right, welcome to the halftime show here on the Legacy Sports Network. The score at halftime is tied. North Shore Mustangs 25, the Atascocita Eagles 25. Paul?
Yeah, that was a big last-minute sequence right there to close out the first half. That's a pro move by Gibson. He uses gather step and uses long strides with that 1-2 finish on the left side. Looked like North Shore was going to go into the lead at halftime, but good ball movement on the other side. And we hadn't talked about his name a lot. We highlighted him, the sophomore, Anthony Key. Tough finish on the left side, going to his right, up and under. Good finish for him. So that's good momentum for him to carry into the second half. But it's a tied ball game. It's anybody's ball game. It's a low-scoring game, and I think a lot of people expected that because there's a lot of focus on the star players on each side of the court tonight, and all the star players have been limited tonight, honestly. Besides Gibson, who's going to get his, the star players from that first game have been pretty limited so far, and we'll get to the stats right there. But this has been a really competitive ball game, and it really sets the tone for the second half.
When Paul and I come back, we'll talk about the stat leaders here of the first half here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Hello, this is Dr. Steve Hotze. Do you struggle with joint pain that makes everyday activities a challenge? You may have been told that surgery is your only option. God has given your body an amazing ability to heal itself. At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, we offer regenerative joint therapy designed to help you tap into this ability and live pain-free. Call the Hotze Health and Wellness Center at 281-698-8698 to schedule your free consultation. That's 281-698-8698.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you to keep bacteria in food from making you ill with 4 simple steps.
This will be a walk in the park.
Clean. Wash hands and surfaces often.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Keep raw meats away from ready-to-eat foods.
Yep.
Cook. Make sure meat, poultry, and seafood is cooked to the right temperature.
Fire in the hole!
And chill. Refrigerate food promptly.
Bingo!
Check your steps at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
All right, welcome back to the North Shore Gymnasium Gym here in Houston, Texas, with a tie game here, 25-25. We'll turn that down there for us so we can hear ourselves talk. Let's talk about some first half stat leaders here. Let's give some numbers here across the board here first. North Shore Mustangs shooting 39% from the field. The Atascocita Eagles shooting 46%. From the three-point line, the Atascocita Eagles shooting 29%. The North Shore Mustangs 18%. And from the free throw line, Atascocita only 1 for 4 for 25%. The North Shore Mustangs 5 for 5. But Paul, the numbers are not going to show it here tonight. DeMarcus Sloan for the North Shore Mustangs was 7 and Gibson 7. Colbert, no points. But Colbert is the main guy getting most of the rebounds and keeping these plays going, I'm noticing.
Yeah, his impact is unseen on the box score, but that's the type of player he is. We talked about his knack and his ability to be at the right place at the right time. He just has a good head on his shoulders to know where to be on both ends of the court. He's provided a lot of chances for second chance points. They just haven't been able to go down. You look at the numbers. We know that North Shore is not a good three-point shooting team. We know that they are not a good free throw shooting team. They live in the paint and they live in transition, and they've been able to convert right there, and they've had a really good run in the second quarter where they were able to tie it back up, and then they did get the lead at the end of the second quarter, but then it was tied up by that key layup at the end. But these are numbers that we're accustomed to seeing, but we're also not accustomed to seeing the efficiency that low from Sloan and Gibson. They've been forcing a lot of shots. I expect them to get a little bit more easier looks and just not be so sped up on the offensive end.
The guy tonight that we have seen make a difference here that we did not see on Saturday against Channelview, which they did not need him for Channelview, was Sam Walker tonight. He's 3 for 5, 6 points. He is definitely active on the boards and also active down low in the paint, Paul.
Yeah, and this is one of those games where you tell Mayberry and Walker to use as broad as Boulder's shoulders in the paint, because that is what their bodies need to be doing. They need to be bruising down there, they need to be crashing down there, and they've gone away with a lot of opportunities that Atascocita hasn't been able to put down with second chance points. That needs to be the emphasis going into the second half, because Sam Walker, he's a really good player. We talk about his efficiency in and around the rim as well as Mayberry. But they don't need his offense tonight. That's found money if they do. He has 6 on the night. That's really good for him. But they need him most importantly on the defensive end. And they also need to know how to play without fouling. And I think the way that the second half is going to go, the whistle is going to adjust. So which team is going to adjust to the whistle and which team is going to convert right there? But these two junior forwards right here, they need to grow up right now. This is a game where you have to learn how to play with physicality but have the fine line of not fouling.
So for the Atascocita Eagles, the main scorer tonight is Michelo Fernati with 6 points and Cantave with 5 for the Atascocita Eagles. In this game so far tonight, we've had 6 ties, 7 lead changes. The best runs of the night, North Shore had a 6-0 run and Atascocita Eagles had a 7-0 run. And Paul and I talked about Christian Gibson being the main factor here tonight. He is scored 7 points. He's 2 of 4 from 2-point range, but where he's struggling tonight, Paul, he looks like he's pushing too much an opportunity to shoot threes. He's 0 for 4 from the 3-point line.
Yeah, he knows the attention is on him, and it is well-deserved. Obviously, whenever you are a top national talent coming into a team midway through the season, you are going to garner that attention. And not played in the first game at Atascocita, they have all their attention on him, and that must have been the focal point going into tonight's game. They've limited very well with good on-ball defense one-on-one, whether it was a countryman, Salanoa on him, or even giving him looks with Key. But obviously, he's a good shot creator and a good shot taker. He just needs to take the proper shots in the right time, and I think he's rushed a lot of looks right there. But give credit to Atascocita. They played some pretty sound defense, and even in that first game, they limited everybody else besides Sloan in that game to 29 points. 29 points for Sloan. The other 7 players in that game only combined for 28. So they've been doing a really good job of keying in on the star player from the get-go, but then now Gibson has to adjust, and he has to have a good off-ball movement, but also find his teammates who can also get active as well.
When we come back, we're going to talk to Paul and ask him what second half adjustments need to be made here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Partners LLP, located in Houston and Dallas, offers a complete range of tax assurance and consulting services to a diverse portfolio of clients. Their team is dedicated to the highest ethics of our profession with a commitment to excellence. This is accomplished by putting an emphasis on providing superior professional services specifically tailored to meet the needs of our clients. DeRoche Partners aim to provide valuable insight, effective solutions, and maintain long-lasting business relationships. Their high recruiting standards and culture of excellence is uncommon and unrivaled. They want to wish all the student athletes good luck. Visit DeRoche Partners on the web at dpllp.cpa.
All right, come back to out of the break. 2 minutes remaining here at halftime. Paul, what adjustments do you need to see made for both teams here in the second half?
Well, for Atascocita, they knew they were going to get the first punch. Obviously, you're coming into somebody's gym who's obviously beaten you in the first game of the season. They came out ready to go, and it was a really good back-and-forth affair. Low scoring, like we mentioned, it's going to be a gritty game. North Shore wants to have the terms and conditions on their game on their floor tonight. So we mentioned how the physicality might be playing a factor in the second half. They need to adapt to that. Their veteran guards have a lot of experience. They played in a lot of big games. They got to adapt to the moment and be ready for it. But then on the other side, North Shore, we talked about it. Their bench production has to step up a little bit and have a little bit more of a scoring lift. What they saw with Richardson, Pacheco, and even Blake Colbert, the freshman of younger brother of Dylan Colbert, they need somebody to give them that spark. And I think that could be one of the things that lifts them in the second half, because obviously the shots aren't going down for their usual suspects with Sloan and Colbert. But Rashad Williams has given you a lot of good minutes. I was surprised by his scoring output. We haven't seen him score much throughout the games we've covered, but that's found money right there. So good on him to produce for his team when they've needed him to.
Yeah, Williams has been the main point guard here tonight for the North Shore Mustangs, bringing the ball up the court. He's scored 5 points here in the night so far for us.
And I must say, he wears the number 5 like Anthony Edwards. He has the arm sleeve on that one side. He looks like a young Anthony Edwards, and the way he was able to drive down the left side, finish through contact on the right side. He's very reminiscent of Anthony Edwards. I'm not saying he's Anthony Edwards, but he looks like Anthony Edwards over here, so it was good to see the talent.
So North Shore Mustangs coming into tonight 24-5 in second place here in the district, where the Atascocita Eagles, coached by David Martinez, 21-6, 9-0 in the district play. Second half action is about to begin here tonight at the North Shore Gymnasium, where the fans are coming back to their seats trying to find a seat. We have people sitting on the floor here tonight. That's how many people are here. The media is all over the place. This is a game of the night here in the state of Texas, here on the east side of Houston, with the tie game here tonight. North Shore 25, Atascocita Eagles 25. To start the second half for the Atascocita Eagles, it's going to be Cameron Ned, Cantave, Adam Boyd, and that looks like Zayson Solano. And the other guy there I see is Anthony Key. Coming out for the North Shore Mustangs, it's going to be Dylan Colbert, DeMarcus Sloan, Rashad Williams, Christian Gibson, and Sean Mayberry. Here we are. We're starting the second half. Thanks for joining us. Tie game here, 25. North Shore with the ball. They're going from right to left on the radio dial. This is Gibson with the ball, trying to figure out, go with it. Gives it to Mayberry on the right side. Can't make the right hook. And here comes Atascocita down the court, coming quickly. This is Boyd. Gives it to Cantave. Cantave in the key. Over to the left side. Back out over to Solano. Solano trying to drive. Throws it out to Boyd, but can't handle it. And it's going to be North Shore ball. Tie game here, 25-25, just started the second half. North Shore going from right to left on the radio dial. We're in all white. We've had no changes in the game. 7 lead changes, 6 ties. Here comes Rashad Williams on the right side. He's driving off the glass, gets blocked.
Wow.
And we're coming back down the court. Here comes Boyd. He's all by himself. He's got a chance to slam it. He does.
Wow.
Nice job there by Boyd.
Yeah, good high hands by Salinoa, getting that out of there by Williams, and then look ahead pass, getting it to Boyd. Jams that down.
Gibson on the left side. He's dribbling between his legs, being guarded here by Boyd on the left side, trying to drive. He's driving with the left hand. Throws all the way out to Sloan for 3. No, can't make it. Rebound here by Atascocita. We're coming back down the court. Cantave flying down the court. Off to the left side to Solano for three. Good.
Wow, great start for them. That's a quick 5-0 in the first minute right there. And they do a really good job of driving into the paint, sucking in the defense, and then kicking out immediately to the corner. And then that was a good one more pass to get Salanoa a wide open three, his second on the night.
Gibson with the ball on the right wing. Back out to Colbert. And it's going to be pushed out of bounds by Boyd. Still going to be North Shore ball with 6:37 left to play. Atascocita 30, North Shore 25.
Yeah, and you see the difference on either side on the offense. We talked about how they're good dribble drives for Atascocita. There's a lot of ball watching. There's just a lot of just standalone dribbling. Nobody else is moving off the ball. That's what's got to change for North Shore right now.
Gibson for three. No, can't make it. Rebound here by Cantave. He's coming up the court quickly. Being guarded by Colbert on the right side. He's driving into the key. Spins.
He's nice.
Right, left hand, off the glass. Good. Wow. 7-0 run here for Atascocita, and the North Shore Mustangs are going to take a timeout. With this score, Atascocita 35, North Shore 25. We'll be back right after this.
Buying or selling a home can be a bit overwhelming. That is where Alanis Real Estate Group steps in, with the help of CE King alum Elio Alanis. From the city to the suburbs and the greater Houston area, you can trust Elio Alanis. He'll work with you to find what best fits your needs, your goals, and more importantly, your budget. Elio Alanis has a reputation for exceptional customer service and making your home buying or selling experience a smooth transaction. Visit him on the web at wearehtx.com. The Alanis Real Estate Group. We are real estate.
All right, coming out of the timeout, Atascocita Eagles with a 7-0 run to start the second half. They scored the last 2 points of the first half, so they're on a 9-0 run here so far. They have the lead now 32-25. 6:19 left to play here in the quarter, Paul.
Yeah, and that was a tough move by Boyd going into the lane. Got a foot in front of his defender. Tough little spin move. The senior committed to Louisiana Tech. Shout out my guy, Colby Rice. He's at Louisiana Tech as a grad assistant. You got a good one coming that way.
Louisiana Tech up in Ruston. They're in the north part of Louisiana. Here we go. Gibson on the right side. He's at the three-point mark, inside the three-point marker. He's trying to drive with the left hand in the key. Puts it up off the glass. Can't make it, but he's fouled.
That's more like it for Gibson. He's been taking a lot of one-and-done shots on that end. This time he goes down into the paint, drives and goes downhill. We talked about he's a combo guard. He needs to use his size, get into the paint, and force a call right there. And that one just lipped out. Unfortunately not to get an and one, but he's got to get his rhythm back with these two shots.
Gibson at the line tonight, 3 for 3. He's going to go to the line, left foot up, bends his knees, swish.
And you know, we talk about Gibson. I like a pro comparison for him. Janai Broom, if you can remember, at Auburn last year, he has been a pivotal part on that Auburn squad that got to the Final Four. Really good comparison. A strong lefty, can space the floor, but also likes to get to his right shoulder shot, get it overextended over defenders. Really good player.
Gibson breaks the streak. Here's a three-point by Solano. Good. Wow. Solano now is 3 of 4 from three-point range with 9 points on the night. Gives the lead to Atascocita 35-27.
Yeah, and all 9 have come behind the arc. You got to communicate on that. You can't leave Solano, who has hit 2 shots already, and you leave that a wide open look for him.
Williams driving. He's at the free throw line. Brings it back out to Colbert for 3. No, short. Mayberry trying to get the rebound. Can't. Cantave got it. Coming down the left side. Cruising down quickly. He's driving into the lane. He's put Solano again. No good. Gets the rebound. This by Ned. Back out. Ned back out to Cantave on the right side. Being guarded by Gibson. Cantave trying to figure things out. Stop. Trying to get it. Now being guarded by Mayberry. Still on the left side. Brings it all the way back out in between the two circles. Dribbling with the left hand. Trying to drive on Mayberry. Gives it out to Boyd for 3. In and out. Can't get it. Mayberry with the rebound. Mayberry throws it out to Gibson. Gibson gets around one guy at the midcourt. Nice move by Gibson. Left-hander. And he puts it in. Whoa! 35-29 Atascocita. Nice shot there by Gibson. Here we come. They're coming down. Cantave, he's driving. He's going to throw it out to the right corner pocket to Key. Key figuring out where to go. Throws way across and is going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be North Shore ball.
How did Gibson get that one to go down? I mean, he was well beneath the rim right there. Gets enough touch on that shot on the left side. We talked about the pro comparison. That's a Janai Broom type of play we saw at Auburn many times last season. He's starting to get going. Those 2 shots at the free throw line gave some rhythm back, and more downhill now. That's what we like to see.
North Shore brings in Joshua Richardson into the game. He's driving with the right hand off the glass. Can't make it. Sam Walker's into the game as well. Can't get the rebound. Here comes Atascocita in transition quickly. Cantave on the left side. He's driving, trying to figure out where to go. Solano over to the right corner pocket. This is a 3-pointer by Ned. Can't make it. Rebound by Boyd and up and in.
That's a tough possession. Yeah, Salanoa stopped at the free throw line, extended, kicked out for the one more, and again, another offensive board creates a second chance opportunity, this time with an and one, potentially to make it a three-point play. And it was similar to what happened in the first game against these two. A big third quarter run really extended the lead for Atascocita, and North Shore just couldn't muster up enough energy to climb back into it, and it's starting to happen again.
So three-point play is made, 38-29. The scoreboard's just not up to date at the moment. Joshua Richardson with the ball on the right wing. Dribbling, gives it to Gibson on the right side. Gibson driving, he stops. He's going to shoot an 18-footer, fade away, good. Wow, nice shot by Gibson.
That's what happens when you see a few go down. Now you start getting him a rhythm, and good shot on the right side, step back, pro move.
38-31, Atascocita with the lead. Under 4 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Atascocita so far scored 13 points, North Shore 6. Cantave driving off to the right side. Here's a three-pointer by Fernati, can't make it. Rebound by Gibson. Gibson coming down quickly. They got numbers 2-on-1. Over to the right side. This is Salone. He's going to shoot and gets fouled as he tries to put it up.
And that's growth in Sloan's game right there. That was a 2-on-1. I thought Gibson should have taken him himself, done a Euro step past the defender, kicks it out to the corner to Sloan. Sloan had a wide open look, decides to drive into the paint. We've talked about it. This junior guard has started 45 games throughout his whole tenure here at North Shore. Really good heads-up move, knowing that the foul calls are going to go in your favor, as you only drawn 2 so far with 3:53 left in his third quarter right here, but he knocks the first one down. It's good for him to get some rhythm back as well.
So a couple substitutions coming in here for the Atascocita Eagles. Carson Countryman into the game, and also Jonathan Kikoka into the game as well. Bakes both free throws, Sloan does. 38-33, Atascocita with the lead with 3:36 left to play in the quarter. This is Ned. He's got the ball on the right side, being guarded by Colbert. Off to the left side, being still guarded by Colbert. Down low to Fernati. Back out to Cantave for three. In and out. Oh, it goes in. Drops. Wow.
Yeah, lefties tend to have that touch.
41-33, Atascocita with the lead. 3:15 left to play in the quarter. This is Sloan bringing it across the court. He's in the front court, coming around the right side, down the baseline, all the way over to Colbert, and he's going to say he was out of bounds. So here comes Royce Shelton coming into the game for Cameron Ned for the Atascocita Eagles. 41-33, Atascocita with the lead. 3:07 left to play. Atascocita with the ball, going from left to right on the radio dial. Royce Shelton bringing the ball from the backcourt over across the midcourt. He's being guarded here by Sloan on the left side. Passes it off. Back over, trying to get to Countryman. Back over to Fernati. He's going to shoot a three from the left wing. Good.
Wow. That's a big-time shot, and I was just about to say that is a big defensive stop right there for North Shore if they can get it, but then they increase the lead back to double digits now.
44-33, Gibson with an 18-footer, can't make it in. Walker can't get the rebound. Here we come. Shelton coming down the court on the right side, slowing things down. He's driving all the way to the left side, going to slow down. He's dropped, throws out to the left side, and they're going to call a traveling on. That is Kekucha. So 44-33, 2:28 left to play here in the third quarter. Atascocita with the biggest lead of the night, 11 points. They've scored 19 points. North Shore with 8 here in the quarter. Richardson bringing the ball across, being guarded here by Shelton. Struggling to get across the backcourt. Dribbling behind the back. Shelton almost got it. Richardson gets it back. Gibson at the three-point line. Here's a three-pointer by Colbert. Can't make it.
That should have been a one more to Sloan in the corner.
Rebound by Shelton. Here he comes down the court. Quickly to Fernati. He's on the left corner pocket at the three-point line. Stops, picks up the dribble, gives it back to Shelton on the left side. Shelton slowing things down, being guarded by Joshua Richardson. Atascocita with the ball, leading 44-33. Under 2 minutes left to play in the quarter. Shelton trying to drive. He's at the free throw line. He's going to shoot. Can't make it in. Walker with the rebound. Great job by Walker. And he's going to get fouled by Countryman. 44-33, Atascocita with the lead here at the moment.
Yeah, and this is a big 1:49 left in the third quarter. How they finish the Mustangs will determine what kind of game it is going to be going into the fourth quarter right here. They need to climb back and get this back into single digits. Good offensive possession right here can do that for them.
Leading scorers in the third quarter so far, Solano with 6 for the Eagles and for the Atascocita Eagles, and Gibson for the North Shore Mustangs with 6. Gibson's going to inbound the ball underneath his own basket. 1:49 left to play, 44-33, Atascocita with the lead over the North Shore Mustangs. He's struggling to get the ball into Williams. Finally does. Gives it off to Colbert on the right side. Colbert brings it across midcourt. In between the two circles. Over to Williams. Williams is going to drive with the right hand. Puts it up off of Countryman. Can't make it in. Here we come. Atascocita coming down the court quickly. This is Shelton. Off to the left side. We're going to shoot a three from 24 3 feet out, no good. Countryman bounces it off his leg. It's going to be North Shore ball with 1:30 left to play in the quarter.
And the Atascocita Bigs have done a great job of walling up at the rim, playing without fouling, contesting without fouling, and that's been very difficult for these smaller guards for North Shore to try to contest with. They can't finish at that type of arc.
1:23 left to play. Williams bringing it across court. Off to the left side. Here's Sloan for 3. No, can't make it. But Colbert, he's there again, trying to get the rebound, and Walker's going to get called for a foul, trying to get the ball.
And it's just not coming off right for Sloan tonight. It looked a little bit rushed right there. I didn't like the mechanics of it. It was a good shot, found him wide open in the corner, and that would have been a huge shot to cut it down to 8, but man, it's not looked good tonight for Sloan.
1:12 left to play. Atascocita with an 11-point lead, 44-33. They're bringing the ball across court. This is Shelton, the junior. Off to Fernati at the top of the key. Back to Countryman. Back to Shelton on the right wing. Being guarded there by Sloan. Back to Kikucha. Gives it off to Savoy for 3. Wow, good.
Their offense is beautiful right now. That was so much ball movement, just switching sides on either side of the court. Got the wide open look, and again, in that 1-3-1, that wing has not been operated enough on the defensive end by some of these guards. Another uncontested 3 goes down.
Biggest lead of the night for Atascocita, 47-33 over North Shore. Under a minute left to play. Williams with the ball. Gives it to Gibson at the top of the key. Gibson trying to drive with the left hand. He's at the 3-point marker, trying to make something happen on his own. He's spinning, and they're going to call a foul.
And again, they got bailed out right there. There's too much one-on-one and over-dribbling by Gibson. He can get to his spots, but that's not the time right now. You're down by 14, and this continues to mount right here for the Mustangs.
Under 30 seconds left to play. Still North Shore at the ball, down by 14, 47-33. Colbert's going to inbound the ball to the right underneath his basket. Looking for a player to get it to. Still looking for a player. Throws it way out to Sloan, out to midcourt. Sloan dribbling with the right hand. Down by 14. Driving on the left side. He's at the left wing. And he bounces it off his leg and it's out of bounds. Atascocita ball. 20 seconds remaining here in the clock. Atascocita on a 9-0 run here at the moment. They've scored 22 points to North Shore's 8 here in the third quarter. Shelton with the ball on the right side, being guarded by Sloan. Last shot of the quarter here, 10 seconds remaining. Gives it to Countryman in between the 2 circles. Off to Savoy on the left side. Savoy from 23 feet out, can't make it. But they get the rebound by Shelton, can't make it in. Walker guarded, going for it, and Colbert finally gets it, and that's the end of the third quarter with the Atascocita Eagles taking the lead 47-33 over the North Shore Mustangs. We'll be back right after this on the Legacy Sports Network.
When life gets in the way, a work trip, family plans, or even bad weather, don't let your tickets go to waste. Quick Assist makes it simple. Your seats are listed on every major marketplace at the same time, saving you the hassle and putting money back in your pocket. Whether it's the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, or NCAA, we've got you covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on our website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Coming out of the timeout, Atascocita Eagles with the lead 47-33 here to start the fourth quarter. They scored in that fourth quarter. They scored 22 points to North Shore's 8. North Shore only shot in that third quarter 2 of 13 and 4 of 4 from the free throw line, where the Atascocita Eagles were 8 of 16, Paul,
yeah,
to score 22 points.
The shots started to fall down for Atascocita. It was going to be sooner rather than later, and they're too good of a shooting team to be continuing that slump into the second half. Very similar to what happened in the first game between these two, where they used a scoring drought of North Shore to build that lead up into the double digits, and now they already got as high as 14 right now. But, man, I've been really impressed with the Atascocita defense tonight. It's been really sound. They've been covering the gaps, really good on the boards as well. Not a lot of offensive opportunities on second chance. Complete opposite of what we're seeing on their side. They obviously crashed the boards on the offensive end, and their offense has been looking smooth.
The big thing here tonight, the Atascocita Eagles 9 of 24 from three-point range, where the North Shore Mustangs 2 of 16.
Well, when you shoot at that high of a clip with these good of a shooters, you're going to get someone to go down, and they've hit some dagger shots already in the third quarter to stretch this lead out.
Shelton with the ball on the right side, Atascocita Eagles with the ball. Back over to Shelton on the right wing. He's at the three-point, trying to drive on Mayberry. Driving, he's in the paint, turnaround shot, can't make it in. And they're fighting for the ball, and here comes Colbert. He's coming down the left side. He's got Gibson down low, doesn't see him. Throws it all the way out to Sloan for 3.
Need it.
Good! 47-36 three-point shot there by Sloan. Sloan, that is Sloan's second three-pointer. He's 2 of 7 in the game here tonight. Here's Savoy.
Good
driving
active
in the
hands
lane.
by Williams.
We got it. Gibson driving down the lane. He's coming down the court on the left side, trying to figure out where to go with it. He gets blocked, and they're going to call a foul there on Fernardi.
Yeah, basketball's a game of runs. They're trying to get on a run right here. That's a big-time three by Sloan, and that's a great whip-around pass by Colbert, finding him on the right wing. They needed that shot right there, get it back to 11 points. And Gibson able to try to get it down to single digits right here. Little 5-0 run they're trying to get, and then if he does make these, they're able to set up their defense. Energy is starting to come back and build on the Mustang side right now.
Gibson to the line for two, misses the first one. He's 5 for 6 now from the line, scored 13 points here on the night. Coming into the game for the Atascocita Eagles is Cantave and also Adam Boyd. Going to replace Carter Savoy and Carson Countryman. Gibson to the line for the second free throw. He bends his knees. Here's a shot. Good. 47-37, 10-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Thanks for joining us on the Legacy Sports Network for first place action here in District 23. Atascocita with the ball. Shelton, he's trying to drive. He's driving into the lane, puts a right-hander up off the glass, and good.
Yeah, Shelton's starting to get going right now, getting downhill, took the contact off of Sloan, and that's a good finish.
Shelton with 5 points here on the night so far. Rashad Williams down low to Mayberry. Mayberry on the right side with a turnaround shot. Oh, can't make it in. Here comes Shelton down the court. Throwing all over to Cantave. Cantave driving to the lane. He's going to put it up short, and they're going to call a foul.
Yeah, and I don't think it was high up. It was more body contact on the Euro step through the lane. Mayberry did get back in defense, but wasn't back there in time enough. They're going to call the foul on him. And, I mean, North Shore is not used to this slow of an offensive production. We've talked about it. In the 17 of the last 18 games, they've been able to put up over 60. Their lowest scoring output on the season has been 42 against Lufkin, and they're barely creeping up around there. They're at 37 right now, but that's because of the sound defense of these Eagles on that end.
Cantave to the line to shoot. He misses the first. The senior, 6'1", misses the first free throw. 49-37, Atascocita Eagles with the lead here at the moment. Second free throw. Bends his knees, shoots, swish. 50-37, Atascocita with the lead here in the fourth quarter. They have scored 3 points to Atascocita's 4, North Shore's 4. Gibson trying to bring the ball across court. And we have timeout. We have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a timeout as well. Atascocita with the lead, 50-37. We'll be back right after this.
Real cheese, real hot, real taste is what we've got. Real fresh, real fast. All those other pizzas are a thing of the past. Mr. Gaddy's Pizza in Houston on Uvalde Road offers a wide selection on their daily fast feast, all-you-can-eat pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert buffet. Don't forget about the entertainment center for the kids. Games, games, and games. Open for lunch or dinner. Gotta get Gaddy's. Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest.
All right, coming out of the timeout, the Atascocita Eagles with the lead, 50-37 over the North Shore Mustangs. So far in the quarter, North Shore with 4 points, Atascocita with 3. So far in the quarter, Atascocita is shooting 1 of 3 from the field, and the North Shore Mustangs shooting 1 of 2. They made a 3-pointer by Sloan. So North Shore is going to get the ball, inbound the ball here on the right side. Get it to Williams in the backcourt. Being guarded here by Cantave. Gets it across, he's in the front court. Looking for the screen by Mayberry. He's at the left wing, trying to drive. Gives it off to Sloan for 3. Good! Sloan might be getting hot here all of a sudden, 50-40.
Better late than never right now. They need more of that production from Sloan to get this thing going for the Mustangs.
Fernardi back over to Shelton. Shelton on the right wing. Being guarded here by Sloan. Back out to Cantave. Cantave driving in the lane. Back out to Shelton on the right corner wing. He brings it out. 12-footer. Short. And wow, what great job there by Shelton. And here comes a 3 by Cantave. Good.
That's killer. That's killer. That's extra effort on that side or over there, and then that leads to another forced turnover on that end, trying to get points in transition. But that is a killer shot. And that good effort right there by Cantave, kicking it out right there to a wide open shooter in the corner. Could have been points on the other end. That's a 5-point swing for the Mustangs.
Man, that was great hustle. The North Shore Mustangs expected the ball to go out of bounds. Instead, they ran and got the ball and gave it to Cantave for a 3.
Yeah.
And wow, what a great job there by the Atascocita Eagles.
And that's what we've been saying all night. There's no bodies on bodies. And even though that was an air ball, those are really difficult to try to contest and box out on. You can't give up any effort right there because these guys are going to give maximum effort on this end on the glass.
The Atascocita Eagles are going to call a timeout. We're going to stick it here. The Atascocita Eagles with the lead, 53-40. Paul, we have already talked about it multiple times. The only guy that we're really seeing crashing the boards here tonight for the North Shore Mustangs is Colbert.
Yeah, but he's only a 6'6" guard, and he has a very thin frame on himself, but that needs to be on the onus of Walker and Mayberry to get in there. And they're actually not in foul trouble, which is really surprising why they're not more aggressive in there, but it's because Atascocita is putting their bodies on them first. It's obviously the first hit that's been really getting them out of position on either end, on the offensive, defensive side, and we're seeing it carry over from the first game. The rebounding battle has been won by the Eagles in the first game and now clearly in the second game.
Katavi with 14 points for the Eagles and DeMarcus Sloan with 15 for the North Shore Mustangs. North Shore 10 of 11 from the free throw line, where the Atascocita Eagles 3 of 7. Atascocita with the ball, leading 53-40. 5:32 left to play here in the fourth quarter. This is Shelton with the ball. Over to Fernardi. Fernardi over to, this is Boyd on the left wing, being guarded by Gibson, trying to drive on Gibson. He puts it high off the glass and in. Wow.
Man,
got it over Mayberry.
Yeah, these lefty guards are made for the moment right now. It's so hard to defend lefties, and especially when they're crafty and can get to the lane and shoot outside. It's so hard to know where they're going and what their next move is.
15-point lead. Richardson trying to drive. He gets his ball stripped. Mayberry picks it back up. Blocked. Ooh. But they're going to call a foul. 55-40, Atascocita with the lead. 5:04 left to play here in the quarter. Mayberry going to go to the line to shoot. He's a 67% free throw shooter. Tonight he's not put any points on the scoreboard. He's had opportunities, but this is going to be his first opportunity to put some points on. Here's the first free throw, up and rolls around and out.
For sure he's had opportunities. He likes to operate in that low post, but they've pushed him out because they've been the ones to contact him first. Now he's shooting difficult shots from the 10 to 12 range. Not a part of his repertoire yet. Like you mentioned, no points in the night, misses the first one right there, but that's a 10-point score and a double-digit threat that they've been limiting tonight.
So here's the second free throw, swish. 55-41, 5:04 left to play. They're going to put a press on Atascocita here at the moment. We've seen them do this before, and they've been able to cause trouble for teams. Gets it out.
They got away with a backcourt.
They did get a backcourt violation, and they're going to get a call for a foul. Yeah, missed that backcourt violation there. 55-41, Atascocita with the lead. Under 5 minutes left to play. Inbound the ball to Shelton. Shelton in the backcourt, being double teamed now. Get it off to Katavi. Katavi driving. He's going to throw an alley-oop pass. It's broken up. Here we come. They're coming down the court. North Shore. Sloan at the left wing. He's going to shoot a three. He feels it. Can't make that one. He gets a rebound by Colbert. Colbert down low to Mayberry and stolen by Shelton. 4:33 left to play. 14-point lead. Atascocita with the lead. 55-41. Atascocita with the ball on the left side. Over to Shelton. We're slowing things down. Ball got away from them a moment ago. Back over to Shelton. Shelton being guarded by Mayberry. Mayberry's going to now guard him like a postage stamp. He gets around Mayberry. Throws it out. Over to the right wing. Here's Boyd into the lane. Right-handed. Great shot up and in. 57-41. 4:09 left to play. Richardson at the three-point marker on the right side. Looking for the screen from Mayberry. He's at the... Gives it back to Sloan. Sloan at the top of the key. Sloan trying to make things happen. Richardson is going to get called for traveling.
They gotta hit Mayberry right there on that pick and roll dip and dive. He did a really good job of going from the top of the key, rolling down there. They didn't see him on that whip around pass. It was Sloan and Williams. They have to hit that.
57-41, under 4 minutes left to play. Atascocita with the ball. This is Katavi over to Shelton. Shelton trying to bring it across the backcourt, being guarded by Richardson. Still at midcourt. Gets around Richardson. He's driving. Gives it off to Fernardi. Here's Boyd. Fakes a shot. Being guarded now by Richardson. He's on the right wing. Trying to drive it into the lane. Gives it off to Solano. Solano back out to Boyd. Or to Ned. Ned's driving. He's got open court. Puts it up, and he's going to get contested and fouled by Sloan. Atascocita 57, North Shore 41. Atascocita has scored 10 points in the quarter, North Shore with 8. The main point of this game that broke the game apart was in the third quarter when Atascocita scored 22 to North Shore's 8. So Cameron Ned is coming up a little hobbled after that shot. He's trying to walk it off. He's going to go to the line to shoot. Cameron Ned, a senior guard for the Atascocita Eagles, 6'3". He's finally to the line. Still looks like a little bit in pain. Puts his 2 feet to the line. Here's the first shot. Swish. 58-41. 3:27 left to play. Sam Walker coming into the game for Sean Mayberry for the North Shore Mustangs.
Yeah, well, Cameron Ned hasn't had the scoring production we've mentioned how he's gotten in district so far, but that's what this Atascocita team is. They have so much depth. Each night has been a different leading scorer with them in district play, and that's where you can obviously count on the fact where some of your guys are going to just have off nights. And this is a little bit of an off night for Ned, but they've had guys step up like Cantave and Shelton and Boyd tonight, so they didn't have to worry about Ned trying to get going.
So we had a lane violation on the free throw, so the free throw did not count. 58-41, 3:20 left to play. Over to Sloan on the right side. Sloan being guarded by Shelton. Out to Walker at midcourt. Walker trying to figure out where to give it to. Gibson gets it. Gibson at the top of the key. Gibson trying to drive, make something happen. Fade away, shot, good.
Yeah, and that's a great shot. But this is a tough shot that he has to make. That's over contested hands. It's been there all night, but that's the type of player he is. He can get over that, but just not enough tonight.
58-43, trying to get it in. Stolen. Here comes Gibson. He's at the three-point. He's driving, puts it off the glass with the left hand, up and good.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a timeout with 2:49 left to play in the quarter. Atascocita with the lead 58-45 over North Shore. We'll be back right after this on the Legacy Sports Network.
Real cheese, real hot, real taste is what we've got. Real fresh, real fast. All those other pizzas are a thing of the past. Mr. Gaddy's Pizza in Houston on Uvalde Road offers a wide selection on their daily fast feast, all-you-can-eat pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert buffet. Don't forget about the entertainment center for the kids. Games, games, and games. Open for lunch or dinner. Gotta get Gaddy's. Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest.
Coming out of the timeout here at the North Shore Gymnasium with the Atascocita Eagles leading 58-45. So far at the moment, the Atascocita Eagles are scoring in this quarter 11 points to North Shore's 12. North Shore right now is on a 4-0 run, Paul.
North Shore had a chance. There was a really good run right there, 5-0 to begin the fourth quarter, but then just the hustle plays. It felt like all night that the Atascocita Eagles have been getting the 50-50 ball. They've been getting the loose balls go and bounce in their favor, and that big corner three off the effort by Ned right there in the corner shot right there kind of felt like an early dagger, but Gibson's trying to get the momentum back on this side with 2:45 left, but it's going to take a lot, down 13.
North Shore, when they do their pressure in the backcourt and do some double team action, they can cause problems and havoc. And that's what they just were able to cause havoc just a moment ago with the Atascocita Eagles trying to get the ball in. We saw that with Channelview the other day. Here they go. They throw a baseball pass down the court. We're out to the left side. Atascocita Eagles in the left corner pocket. This is Boyd with the ball, dribbling, being guarded by Gibson and Walker. Throws it. It's going to be stolen. Oh, almost stolen by the North Shore Mustangs. We're going to get a possession arrow. It's going to be North Shore ball. Nice job there and good hustle there by the North Shore Mustangs. And they're going to call a foul instead on Richardson instead of a jump ball change of possession.
Well, one referee had jump ball, and then the other came in saying it was a personal foul on Richardson. I actually thought it was ball-on-ball contact. They met there at the apex right there, but unfortunate for North Shore and Richardson, that would have been and another maybe backcourt. They did not call it there. Man,
2:37 left to play. 58-43-45. We got it in the right corner pocket to Solano, and it's broken up. Richardson goes for it, and they're going to call a. Who are they going to call that foul on?
Richardson.
Richardson again for a loose ball foul.
You got to love it, though. He's giving you those opportunities to trying to get points in transition off for turnovers. He had that right there. Was just a second late, committing back-to-back fouls, but that'll put him in the bonus. And time is now in your favor, and now you stop the clock, get 2 at the line for the Eagles, and you're already down 13, so points are going to have to come in bunches.
So this is going to be Adam Boyd going to the line to shoot 2. He has not been to the line here, or he's been to the line here tonight. 1 for 1. They're 4 of 8 from the free throw line. He puts his left foot to the line, right foot back, bends his knees. First shot is out and no good. 58-45, Atascocita with the lead. 2:27 left to play. Everybody's still here in the house here at the North Shore Gymnasium. Here's a second free throw by Boyd. Bends his knees. Shot up, good. 59-45, 2:25 left to play. Richardson bringing it across backcourt. Being guarded by Cantave. He's driving quickly with the left hand. Puts it up, can't make it. Cantave with the rebound. Being now double teamed by Colbert and Richardson. Trying to break the press. Throws it out to Solano. Solano over to the right wing. Back out, and they're going to slow things down. Cantave, 2:07 left to play in the quarter. 59-45, Atascocita with the lead. Way over to the left corner pocket to Savoy. Back all the way out to Cantave. Cantave being guarded by Richardson. Now being guarded by, this is Sloan. Sloan trying to get a foul on Shelton. They didn't call it. So now he's driving in the lane over to Solano in the right wing. they're just bringing it back all the way out. Here comes Kentavi driving in,
Nice.
puts it down low, pass to Savoy, and fouled by Sloan.
I love that action right there. Dribble driving to the paint off the left side, and then you got the man in the corner backdooring his defender. Great look and great dip dive. Get the connection right there, but it will be 2 shots for Savoy. And that's just another guard that they can add to this mix. A junior guard, combo guard, 6'3", double-digit threat on occasion on some nights.
Savoy with his first free throw, up and no good. Savoy, the junior, 6'4", with the Atascocita Eagles leading 59-45. Quite a few folks now leaving the house. They think the North Shore Mustangs can't make a comeback here. Down by 14 with 1:43 left to play here in the quarter. Thanks for joining us here tonight on the Legacy Sports Network for this first place game here in District 23. Savoy getting the ball, ready to bounce. Got his 2 feet to the line. He's looking. And we're going to get a lane violation on Gibson. He fell into the lane. So Savoy missed the shot, but he's going to get another opportunity to take another free throw. So here comes the second opportunity, or third opportunity for Savoy. Shot is up and good. 60-45, 15-point lead for the Atascocita Eagles. Here comes Rashad Williams on the left side, bringing it down court. He's in the front court action, being guarded by Cantave. Driving on the right side, and he's going to be stolen by Shelton. Shelton, nice job by Shelton. Walker comes after it, and here comes Boyd. He's going to put it off the left hand, and good, and fouled by Colbert.
That's the finishing touch. And you love it from the Atascocita side. They are still applying ball pressure and still playing defense with this much intensity with the 1:27 left in a 15-point ball game. That's the finishing touch right there, with Boyd being rewarded at the line with an and 1 free throw. And we talked about it, the Louisiana Tech commit. He's another guard, a left-hander that is so tough to defend, finishes well, and finishes through contact, and showing that outside stroke tonight.
Boyd with 10 points on the night, now make it 11, making that free throw, 63-45. So here we go, Williams with the ball. We're at 1:15 left to play, 63-45. Off to Colbert. Colbert on the right side, being guarded by Savoy. Off to Williams on the left side. Williams trying to drive. He's going to look where to pass it, gives it up to Colbert. Here we go.
Hands.
Sloan from 25 feet out, good.
Wow. And I was really impressed with Colbert's hands right there, just to able to snag that ball middle of the air and whip it back to Sloan. He's able to get his third 3 of the night.
Under a minute to play, 63-48. Atascocita with the lead. Gibson guarding Shelton here at midcourt. Throwing over to Solano. Back out to Shelton. Shelton being guarded by Gibson on the left side. 63-48. 40 seconds remain in the quarter. Colbert now guarding Cantave on the right side. They're slowing things down, not going for a foul. Cantave trying to drive, gives it out to Boyd. Boyd back up to the right side, being guarded now by Colbert. Back out to Cantave. Cantave slowing things down, being guarded by Sloan. 21 seconds remain in the quarter. 63-48, Atascocita with the lead. Cantave in between the 2 circles, driving with the right hand. Over to Solano in the left corner pocket for 3. Bounces around, no good. Walker with the rebound. Under 10 seconds remain in the game. Gibson with the ball on the right side. Gibson driving. He's going to shoot a 20-footer, no good. And that's going to be the ball game with the Atascocita Eagles winning 63-48 over the North Shore Mustangs. Paul and I will be right back here for the post-game show on the Legacy Sports Network.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
Real cheese, real hot, real taste is what we've got. Real fresh, real fast. All those other pizzas are a thing of the past. Mr. Gaddy's Pizza in Houston on Uvalde Road offers a wide selection on their daily fast feast, all-you-can-eat pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert buffet. Don't forget about the entertainment center for the kids. Games, games, and games. Open for lunch or dinner. Gotta get Gaddy's. Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest.
Welcome back to the North Shore Gymnasium Gym here in North Shore, Houston, Texas, where the final score tonight was the Atascocita Eagles 63, North Shore Mustangs 48, Paul.
I think a lot of people came into this ball game thinking it was going to be a lot closer than that, obviously, given of what happened in the first game and then the addition of Christian Gibson. Gibson did give you that 18 tonight, but it was just not enough. And I was just so impressed with Atascocita, and this was the de facto district championship game. I mean, this all but seals it for Atascocita if they're able to take care of business the rest of the regular season, which they should. But then this is such a good leap for Atascocita. We talked about North Shore. This would be a statement win, but for Atascocita coming into a true road game on a hostile night in North Shore's gym, that's a statement win in themselves to continue this push at a state run.
When we come back, we will have Paul give us his game balls from tonight's action here on the Legacy Sports Network, where the final score again was the Atascocita Eagles 63, North Shore Mustangs 48.
You've got tickets to the game, but something comes up. Maybe the boss sends you on the road, the kids have practice, or you just can't make the drive. That's where Quick Assist steps in. With one tap, your seats hit every major ticket marketplace at once. No more juggling apps, no more wasted time. Quick Assist, it takes the hassle out of resale and puts cash in your pocket. Pro or college sports, it's all covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on the LSN website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Welcome back to Legacy Sports Network. Paul, who are you giving your game balls here for tonight's action?
You start with Atascocita. I mean, these lefty guards are so crafty and able to get downhill. I was really impressed with Jakai Cantave, the senior committed to New Mexico State. Finished with a game high, a game high on the Atascocita side, 14, as well as the other guard, Adam Boyd. He was just so efficient around the rim, and they hit their shots. And those two combined for 27 tonight. And we talked about it. There's a lot of depth on this team, which it could be Key one night, it could be Cantave, it could be Farinetti, and then you got Salinoa, who stretched the floor for you, was able to hit big-time threes. He hit 3 threes on the night. This squad is so impressive because of the depth and obviously the way that they move off ball and the way the ball moves on the offensive end. It was so beautiful to see the ball movement, and they looked like they were just having fun out there. And after a while in that third quarter, they were able to stretch that lead into double digits, and it was too much for North Shore.
Yeah, this game was pretty much all determined in the third quarter when the Atascocita Eagles came out of the halftime break where it was tied 25-25. Atascocita Eagles scored 22 points in the third quarter, where the North Shore Mustangs only scored 8. Final numbers here tonight, the Atascocita Eagles shot 45% from the field, 38% from the three-point lane, 10 of 26, 7 of 14 from the free throw line, where the North Shore Mustangs 11 of 31 from the field for 35%, where they struggled tonight, 5 of 20 from the three-point marker, 25%, and from the free throw line, Paul, 11 of 13.
Yeah, and although Sloan and Gibson gave you 18 tonight, it came from a high volume, and it really wasn't efficient tonight. It didn't look good from the get-go. There was a lot of forced shots and a lot of shots that was just one-and-done possessions that garnered to a lot of transition points and easy looks for Atascocita on the other end. But you didn't have another double-digit score on the other side. We've mentioned Colbert came in with 9 straight games. That streak has been broken right now. He really wasn't that effective on the points-wise, but he was really effective at passing-wise, but unable to hit looks. And we know that they're a struggling three-point shooting team. They just weren't able to establish the paint either tonight. There was just too much physicality from Atascocita, and it was really impressive to watch. I mean, this is a bona fide state championship contender that we just saw tonight, and they showed us and proved us why that they're a level above North Shore.
Yeah, I tell you what, just the hustle alone of Atascocita was the big difference you could see here tonight against North Shore. Any final thoughts, Paul, before we close it out?
You know, it's a tough loss for North Shore, but they need to rebound quickly. They have Summer Creek and Humboldt, which is a really good sneaky team coming up in District 23. They need to finish the regular season on a high note and gain that confidence. But as for Atascocita, that's so much momentum that you can pull into this latter stages. You basically close out this district championship. It's solidified. Now you work towards the next goal, and that's the state championship.
All right, join us Saturday afternoon for matinee basketball at 12:50 when the North Shore girls will face CE King Panthers right here at the North Shore Gymnasium gym. For Paul Sanchez, I'm Jeff Kemps. Again, the final score here tonight, the Atascocita Eagles 63, North Shore Mustangs 48. You've been listening to boys basketball on the Legacy Sports Network. Good night.
You've been listening to Houston Area High School basketball on the Legacy Sports Network. Copyright 2026.